tell me what you think the people who were on the other end of this thought. I, for no reason, I didn't even run this by my family. I went to the farmer's market in my neighborhood and I got 2 peach pies that are delicious and delectable.
Love that.
And I walked into my local police precinct and
you preemptively gave the local police a peach pie. That was your first stop, was the cops?
I said, hey, my name's Chris Distefano. I'm new to the neighborhood. I gave them my address.
Hey.
I go, boys, and this is what I do.
You're like, listen, my children are Puerto Rican. You see any Latino children in any trouble? I'd appreciate if I got the call first.
Yeah.
Don't book them. Here's a pie.
I had these 2 peach pies, and to the female commanding officer, I go, just know these peach pies are for you boys, and I respect what you boys do.
You hit her with the double boys.
Yeah. So she looked at me and she was like, what's your name again?
Yeah.
And I told her my name again. She was like, where's your address? And I told her again. And then she wrote it down on a piece of paper, took the pies, and didn't even say thank you to my face. She said thank you as she was turning away. So I pretty much think I gave them pies as an effort to be like, hey, I'm in this neighborhood. I'm not leaving. If you actually try to see me leave this neighborhood, move, arrest me. I am here.
Yeah.
And I think that I offended the commanding officer.
Probably.
Who was and I think they also think like, what kind of nefarious things are
What's
you
in
up
this
to?
Pie? Yep.
Why would you bring us peach pies just because you moved to the area?
Not your neighbors.
No.
You went to the police first.
No.
I mean, that really is the most fucking...
No, I've put up electrical fences around my house so none of the neighbors can even walk in.
You didn't go say hello. You didn't give them... You went to the police.
Yeah, dude, actually, yeah. Yeah, I went to the
insane.
Local police precinct, and then I've introduced myself
Not the school where your kids go?
Every store I've been into in my neighborhood, I introduce myself to whoever's behind the desk and tell them what my name and address is and where I live.
Address?
Yeah, where Jazz has said... I know what
are you doing? Address is crazy.
She's like, what do you... She said the same thing. I was like, it's a small town. Like, we should know, like, we're a part of this community. She was like, they'll know, like, when they go to school, kids will go to school, like, we'll meet people. Like, please stop telling people where we live.
Address is insane. Yeah. What the fuck is wrong with you?
The police precinct is okay, though, right? To say the address?
I mean, to say the address, but I don't understand why you would start with police. You didn't start with your neighbors. You didn't go to your kid's school. You didn't go to, like, a church, a place of worship or something.
No, I went to the local law enforcement.
The cops are what you think your community is going to be?
Yeah. Is that crazy?
That's who you see yourself hanging out with?
Yeah.
Is the police?
Yeah.
You're like, look, you go, you're like, by the way, at Madison Square Garden,
September 11th.
Theater, September 11th. You're just going to your like bread. You're essentially like flyering.
Yeah, just flying. Yeah,
you're like 2-for-1 tickets.
Yeah,
you go there. You go to the. That's just a weird. It is honestly a bizarre.
It's a bizarre thing. I think that I probably.
Why is that?
I think I need professional help, or I think I just need to be on some kind of medication because I think that I just need a little space from my anxiety.
Sure.
You know, that's what a pill does. It just gives you a little space.
So you
Giannis
think that was
says
an
that gives you a
anxious
little space.
move?
Yeah.
That was an anxious move. You're like, I got to go ingratiate myself with the police.
Yeah. And I do think now being like in that house and facing the thought of like, this is your home. Like, this is your home. You decided on this one. What my brain is doing this thing now where it's starting to, because it's like these same patterns, but I'm combating them all as best I can. It's saying, oh, you bought this house for the next 15 years. You want to be here for at least 15 years because, you know, a little one to get through school. And so it's like, and I'm like, you know what? But I could move, but in the same neighborhood. You know, it's like so.
That's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. So it's starting, and
that's
so
insane.
So what I'm doing is trying to combat that. I'm just saying it publicly and letting the fans shame me into staying.
Yeah.
So this is my.
This is crazy.
I've lost health insurance.
Why do you? Why the fuck do you keep wanting? You just feel trapped? Is it because you feel trapped by everything else? You know you can't abandon your family. You're not that kind of guy, even though in your heart you want. You're even though you are a crypto kraut.
Sure.
You're still Italian.
Yeah.
You still you're culturally Italian.
100%.
So what you want is either a Gumar or to abandon your family.
Right.
But you're a good guy, so you can't do that. So the only change you have, the only thing you can control is where you live.
Right.
And so you're like, I am going to show control by moving.
Right.
You think that's what it is? You just want to have a little. Do you feel like you don't have control, Chris?
I think I don't feel like I don't have control, and I think that what it really is, if I'm being honest, and this is where we get philosophical.
Let's
and deep,
get philosophical.
And hopefully this is where the numbers are plummeting.
Dude, we tried. This is the last one.
Yes.
We're gonna fucking tank it.
That's 100%.
Don't watch. If you're still watching now, you've already registered 1 view at least on YouTube.
Yeah.
Stop now.
Scumbags.
Stop right now.
Yeah, dude.
But before you do, I'm going to be in London September 7th. Really gotta sell. Added a second show there.
Hell yeah.
I'm going to be in Memphis at some point in November or something. Well, maybe we plugged at the beginning, actually.
Hell yeah.
Well, let's put it back, Benson.
I've never been to Memphis. Memphis seems like it's going to be cool. Never been
I
there.
like Memphis. Yeah, yeah. Having a hard time selling tickets, though.
Yeah.
So if you could
Hey,
buy
London's
them.
good, though. That's good.
I'm excited for London. I'm excited for Dublin.
So I think what happened is with me, I think what's going on is, my father was like a gambler, and I think gamblers are, everyone thinks gamblers are addicted to winning, but I think they're addicted to losing, right? Giannis and I have had this conversation before. He's actually the one that, he was like, oh, I think that could be it, and I think he's right. And I brought it up to my therapist. My therapist was like, that's interesting.
It was like, that's interesting. Another $200, please.
Yes, please, yeah. I think I'm addicted to losing. So when you move or try to run out, because the last 2 moves have been we move, and we feel like we lost everything we had, and then I spend 2 years trying to get it back. That's what gamblers do. They lose, and then you're trying to get it back, and you're addicted to that feeling of get it back, get it back.
Yeah.
So I would do that even in relationships. I'd be like, oh, everything's going good. Let me ruin it. Get it back, get it back, get it back.
Let me get some head on the
So
sneak.
I'm realizing this pattern. Now I don't know if I can necessarily stop it, but it is. I am never been more aware of what's happening. So that's why when these feelings pop up with the specific moving, I'm like, what's happening now? You're addicted to that losing. You're not going to do any of that. Don't do anything. We immediately moved in, and I said to Jazz, I was like, oh, the house, we really got to be careful financially. We got to build back up. It's a lot. You got to invest in a house, and for anyone buying a home at any level, it's you deplete your.
Of course.
And it's tough and it's scary, and so I'm like, we got to really be careful. She's like, Chris, totally. I get it. We don't need much, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
And then 10 minutes later, I'm like, should we renovate the kitchen? Why don't let's get a and then I'll start texting contractors, getting quotes. And she's like, stop.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah,
You're doing the same thing.
You have to do something.
Now
I
you're
understand.
doing it now you're not moving, but you're putting yourself, just stop it.
Yeah.
And so, because her whole thing is always because even with certain gigs that I want to do, she's like, Chris, if you don't want to do something, don't do it. You carry so much strain with you all day. Should I have done that? She's just let it
Either
go.
do it or don't.
She's like, just let it go. This is why I'm having an affair. This is why I have to keep cheating on you with real men.
Yeah. Why do you think we can afford the new kitchen?
Yeah.
You think we're actually paying with money for that? Or do you
come
think,
on.
You think I really hit it off? Let's just say you gave the police a pie. I gave the contractors a little pie.
But dude, I know we've said it last week, but I think this all goes down to Catholic guilt. This is riddled with guilt. That's a religious thing. It's a freaking thing that you're overcome with.
Yeah.
You just don't have it. I gotta go Greek, dude.
I have guilt, but I have immigrant guilt. I have family guilt.
Right.
But I don't. But morality or doing so, and also there's no real pressure. Every family I saw was bad.
Right.
You know what I mean? So in my head, I have to reorganize where I'm like, I don't have the pressure. I mean, I'm single, obviously. I think that's part of the problem is that I'm scared. I'm scared to end up like you.
Yes.
Where I'm like, I'm with a family. I want to I keep either wanting to move. You're the best case scenario because you could just be fucking doing something worse than moving.
Right.
But I am scared to just. I do have the same thing of not wanting to feel trapped.
Yeah.
Everything you're describing to me is feeling trapped.
Yeah, I keep asking ChatGPT if I can have a do-over. And they're like, what do you mean?
We're so fucked, by the way.
Bert and Tom, Tom and Bert. One goes topless while the other wears a shirt. Tom tells stories and Bert's the machine. There's not a chance in hell that they'll keep it clean. Here's what we call 2 bears, 1 cave.